G'day, g'day, g'day. It's Wednesday, Elevate Language. And yesterday was Strengthen Habits. And we had some great habits and some we really need to strengthen. And we've found a way to elevate them through our language today. And tomorrow we're going to cultivate awareness, but we might sprinkle a little bit of awareness today because yesterday was awesome. Went and had a couple of beers, met a new bloke, Craig, legend. A mix between Dick Johnson and Craig Lowndes, and we wrote a book. And I don't know if he's going to share it with the world just yet, but I wrote my own chapter, and that's going live today on the website. If you want a copy, drop a link below or a comment or whatever you do, I don't know, or share it with someone who might want to write a book of their own, maybe their memoirs. And I'm going to talk about the little alley cat too. Be more social. Simply say g'day.
Do you feel like there's never enough time in the day? Are you struggling to switch off from work, the internet, and social media? It's time to reconnect with family, friends, colleagues, and most importantly, yourself. Join the Be More Social Daily Challenge. Just 10 minutes a day to recharge, gain more energy, and enjoy what matters most. Let's begin.
Did you notice that? Just before the end of that intro, I frowned. And not many people have picked up on that because they weren't actually paying attention or they weren't actually being more aware of what they were doing. But we're going to focus on elevating language today. But we're going to teeter either side of Tuesday and Thursday because today's Wednesday. Some people say it's the middle of the week. I say it's day 5. Why? Yeah, just a different way of looking at numbers and days of the week and all sorts of things. So is it belief for me or is it connectedness? Because they're my 3 and 5 strengths. Interesting because I just redid them. But what do I want to talk about? Yeah, Craig, awesome guy. So we were sitting probably 10 meters apart and we just started chatting in an open area. There was 4 tables, about 6 chairs on each table upstairs on the 2nd floor. But there's an even higher floor with the best balcony and surface. But it's generally closed, only for special occasions. But even Anzac Day, where they used to play tour, they weren't there They weren't there this year. They were inside. It was like a pig pen. Let me tell you, it was amazing to watch. Funnily enough, I didn't have a bet this year. It was 50-50. Yeah, just don't cut it. I'm over 50 now, and it's, some say downhill, some say uphill. Because a lot of people say it's an uphill battle. But what if it was a downhill battle? Is that a good thing or not so good? Because some people say when you're going downhill, you're crashing or you're going to crash. But if you're going uphill, it's a hard slog. So which is it? Do you want to be going up or down? Or down and up? Backwards, it's upside down. And Craig and I were sitting here talking about this amazing stuff. He's a Kiwi, he's been in Ireland, he's been in Dubai. And we know each other better than we know the back of our hand. But it depends which way you look at it. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? So we sat there talking. He was writing a comedy series for TV. I'm assuming he writes a lot of comedy series. He's written his own memoir in his 40s, but that might be a trilogy. I reckon he's going to write a trilogy like George Lucas, Star Wars. So maybe he's George, or maybe George from Seinfeld. Don't know. Oh, remember the sneezing, and it's, rather than bless you, it was you are so good looking. They had some great one-liners. That's comedy from the 90s. I can go back through the decades and remember which sitcoms I used to watch because it's situation comedy, and that's what he was writing, situational comedy. Or was it? Was it an epic saga about a boy who was adopted, who travelled the world, didn't really know his parents because he was adopted, but he took on his own parents, his adopted parents. So his natural mother, maybe he knew her, but then maybe didn't know his father. Luke, you are my father. No, I am your father. So did Luke know his mother? Because I asked my wife this the other day about the Star Wars thing. We didn't really know who Luke and Princess's mother was until the 5th or 6th or 7th episode. So I think George introduced us to that. So maybe Craig's book is going to be a lot longer because it's about finding his father or Luke's father. So is Craig Luke in this story, or is he telling his own story because he wrote his memoirs? That's the beauty of it. When you write your own story, you can be the author of your own story or a character in someone else's. Now, please don't steal that one, because that's Nick's from Is This My Story? A book she wrote, I'm going to say 10 years ago. Epic time, about 10 years ago. But it's a story of her life and how her as an English teacher is educating and sharing her knowledge in the English classroom and boys on how to deal with life. People think an English class is to learn about English. It's to learn about life and how you perceive the world, how you look at the world. And she's tried to introduce the strengths that I talk about, the Clifton Strength Finder, the most powerful tool I've ever used in the world, other than my voice or my ears, because I've got two of them. But I only listen half the time. Just kidding. I do listen, don't I, Craig? Just listen back to the transcription. Yeah, the majority of it was you. If you want, I can break it down. It'll only take a few seconds. But we transcribed a book and I turned it into a chapter within sort of 30 seconds after leaving him and sent it to him via email, I think. Maybe the internet was a bit slow, so it might have taken a bit longer. That's what I do now. I help people write their own books, and it's just literally sit down, have a beer, and we have a chat, whether it takes half an hour, or 4 hours. I've codified it, and it's really, really simple. And you can pay for it if you want, or you can buy me a beer. Either way, it doesn't bother me. So that'll be up on the website. If it's not there yet, well, drop a comment below and ask for where it is. And the more people that ask for it, the more likely I am to prioritize it. But the priority at the moment is we tried the shirts. Yeah, I can buy them myself, but I can't sell them yet. So that will be up on the website soon. I'm not a web developer yet. I'm getting there. It's not a strength of mine, but it's becoming one because I'm elevating my language and I'm going to focus on what I need to. First, clarify purpose. That's Monday. Day 3. Or is it day 1? Well, it depends which day of the week you look at it. So you can do this challenge any day of the week you want, or you can do it all in one day. It's whatever habit you want to form. I like to do all of them in one day. I set up my timetable from 6 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. depending on how many blocks there are. So 2-hour blocks, 1 block for each challenge. And then outside of that, it doesn't matter what time I wake up in the morning, and it doesn't matter what time I go to bed, but I've got to get through those 7 2-hour blocks, and I clarify my purpose, I strengthen my habits. So right now it is 8:45, so I go for a walk with Pip. I've got 2 hours to do that. I'll have some breakfast, have a shower, then I'll sit down and start strengthening habits, which is the habit of recording this video. And I've got till 10 o'clock to edit it and upload it. Then from 10 to 12, that would be elevate language. So today I'm going to find a way to elevate language. And I think it's going to be with a guy who runs Men's Shed, who's going to help us start designing the centerpieces for family tables. Well, it could just be you and your flatmates or you and your partner, but it's around the letters BMS, and eventually it'll be all letters of the alphabet. You just plug and play. But the Men's Shed is an Aussie initiative, I believe it's Australian, and it's for men, I think any age, but the majority are sort of retired or 50 plus. I was involved with them maybe 10 years ago, very big significance, 10 years, but I'm running out of time. So that could be my elevate language. I'll get to cultivate awareness tomorrow. So if you want anything I ever talk about, we give it away or we ask for a donation, either or, so we can pay a web developer or we can pay someone else across the world. Who knows? But that's Be More Social. We aim to be a charity. We hope you will too. We want to give you back more time and energy in your day. And I'm finding more time and energy in my day because I strengthen my habits and I elevate my language. And tomorrow, we're going to become more aware. Hopefully, you have today. Be more social. Simply say, G'day.
In a galaxy not so far away, on a planet called Earth. Join the daily challenge today. Why? To be more social. How? By simply saying, G'day. Drop a comment, share the video, read a chapter, or write your own. Buy a shirt, gift a book, or make a donation and help us bring this message to schools. The affiliate program is coming soon, but you've already begun. When you be who you want to be and do what you love to do, you'll find you have more than you need. Thank you for your contribution. Love, Dan, Nick, Pip, and simply say, G'day.